supposed to be a 17.7 kilometer route here through the Knarbos, and supposedly there are a lot of nice birds here in the forest, so we'll see if we can spot some. The Knarpad and the Knarbos is maintained by the Flevo-landschap, and we're here in the middle of the province of Flevoland. Supposedly a forest that's not so frequently visited by other people, so we'll see if we find some other here on the track. For the Knarpad we are going to follow the orange arrows. According to some reviews, the orange arrows might sometimes be missing. We'll see if that is still the case, but anyway, you need to just pay attention to the route that I downloaded beforehand as well. It's the first day of September. The weather is actually very nice. I think we're reaching close to 20 degrees right now at this time of day. But, that's perfect for a little hike. This forest, the Knarbos, was created in the 70s. So this is interesting. The path is not that clear here, but from the map you can see that we have to enter the forest there in the corner of the field. So here we come to the open and typical Flevoland views. As you can see here, actually there's also a long distance hiking route passing by. I guess that's the pioneer path, but I'll check that and I'll comment on it later. Okay. Look at the trees here. Impressive. Clearly not that many people come here. It's not completely overgrown, but be careful a little bit. There's some of these itchy plants around here, so yeah, maybe long pants would be better walking here. And look at this, our first bridge. now entering an area with bigger animals, big cows and so on. So they're giving some instructions to keep distance, at least 25 meters. If they are in your path, then go around it with keeping enough distance. So yeah, if they come to you, then walk away and don't touch them. Wow, a big tree came down here. You see the white sand underneath the tree? That explains the name Knar of the Knarbos and the Knardijk and the Knarpad. Looks like it has been lying here for a while already. Start to overgrow a little bit. So it's actually nice that they keep it like that. It's good for the plants, for the animals. What do we have here? I see a pole on the other side of the field there in the distance. I guess that's the direction I should be going. So this is certainly a very different type of forest here. Lots of wood on the ground. And in general seems to be quite a wet area. We're walking now straight up to the Knardijk. Knardijk is the separation between Oostelijk Flevoland and Zuidelijk Flevoland. So the two parts of this polder that are part of the Flevoland province. Oostelijk Flevoland was actually made dry earlier than the southern part, and at that point this dam was holding back the water from the south part. But now, it doesn't have that function anymore. So here we are at the Knarhaven. The Knarhaven was located here when they built Oostelijk Flevoland. So originally this was all basically seawater, or at that time IJsselmeer. And they started building the dam on various locations around Oostelijk Flevoland. So for instance at Lelystad, but also here at the Knarhaven. You can still see the old dam. And this little harbor was used to bring some goods needed for the construction of the dam, the Knardijk here. And after finishing the Knardijk, the plan was to actually remove this whole harbor, but at the end they decided that they wanted to keep this, and now you can still see the old dam there underneath the trees. And then here the Knardijk itself. Yeah, it's quite interesting. It's a beautiful route so far. The whole hike is very diverse. That's nice. The only thing that's missing are some benches where you maybe could just stop to have a drink. I've been walking now for 11 kilometers. It just would be nice to have a little bench where you can sit down and take a little sip, eat something. But so far I haven't seen any single bench on this route yet. The ground is very uneven here. Doesn't make it easy to walk. So we're reaching the Knardijk again, so leaving the southern part of Flevoland and crossing back into oostelijk Flevoland, so eastern Flevoland. You see the pole over there with the airplane symbol on it? During the Second World War, this area was still sea, or lake, and during that time, several times planes crashed here in the lake, and later they found them, and each of these poles with a plane on it symbolize locations where they were found. I realized that I might have cut a small portion of the route. It's probably a few hundred meters maybe, but when I came back to the Knarpad, I should have crossed the street and then go via the forest along the road instead of walking along the road itself. That would actually have been much nicer, but for some reason I was under the assumption that that was the way to go. So I did that. Then when I had to turn left into this path, I didn't see any mark, so I looked on the map and then I realized that I had been off for a little bit, but now I'm back on the normal track. This is actually a bicycle path in the direction of Lelystad, but yeah, not too far anymore, then we've completed the round. So that's it for the Knarpad. Overall a very green hike. Really nice actually. I think many people don't realize that in the middle of Flevoland you can do a hike like this. But yeah, definitely worth a visit.